The biggest stars. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The biggest names in music.
Oh, wow.
Big names, big songs, big guests, big prizes.
Well, it's a big show. Okay.
The Big Show.
Put your hands together for the one and only
Glenn, Angel, FD, and Sean.
That's what I'm talking about.
1FM 91.3. Good times, greatest hits.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome to The Big Show! We are live on the radio as well as on thebigshow.tv, and we welcome every Tuesday Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room. Good morning, Gerry.
Hey, good morning. So happy to be back again, and hello.
Oh, are you a ventriloquist also?
Hi.
You've got a little friend who's just popped out of a garbage bin.
So cute! What's this raccoon's name?
Well, I'm not very creative, so he's just called Reki.
Reki,
That's nice.
Racky's an alright
Nice,
name.
Reki is nice.
Reki the raccoon. Oh.
Hi, everyone.
If you're listening to us on the radio and wondering what's going on, Dr. Geraldine has just joined us with a little raccoon, which is basically a puppet.
So, what's up with the raccoon?
Today we're going to talk about therapy, but we're going to use some tools today. So it's not about talking and talking and talking, although I know this is a radio talk show.
No, but it's interesting, Gerry. How do you run therapy without talking? I thought it's about talking to people, getting them to relax and getting them to express.
True. But you see, sometimes language is so inadequate in helping us to access certain emotions in certain parts of our brain. And when our emotions kind of like flood us, we can't find the words. You know, there are times where we say we are tongue-tied because we are too nervous, right? And then we say, okay, do something. So it's not about talk something, it's do something. So sometimes in sessions, we use a variety of ways. And I thought it was very interesting because the last 2 weeks ago, we were talking about hypnotherapy. And I was thinking, hey, it's not just about hypnotherapy. There are plenty of other therapies that we use in the room. And over the next 40 minutes, I'll show you what we have. Not all, but at least as much as I can show you. And it's not just about talking.
Right. What about mime? What about mime, Gerry? You know, I was just watching this movie called Resistance, and it stars Jesse Eisenberg, and he actually played Marcel Marceau.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should watch that movie actually. And he brought so much joy to the kids, you know, during that time because it was a very scary time during the World War. You know, so I think that was kind of like a therapy for the kids as well. Okay, we'll continue to talk to Dr. Geraldine Tan live on The Big Show TV. That's our Facebook page. Meantime, here's Craig David. 7 days on The Big Show. 1FM 91.3. Good morning, Singapore.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
So, Dr. Gerry, you were saying that talking is not the only type of therapy. So what kind of therapies are there if you're not going to be speaking through it?
I mean, Glenn was talking about miming. So there's something called psychodrama. So really helping, I guess, I haven't watched the show yet, but if it was a very, very terrible time and the kids had no voice, they had no ability to talk about things. So miming then actually mimics that, but permits them to express through their body. Yep. So another one that I regret I didn't do is dance therapy. I really wanted to do dance therapy when I was younger, but no money lah. Yeah.
It's never too late, right? I mean, to do that, you're already armed. Why not?
No, I'm just kidding.
What is dance therapy though? Is
I
it
was
like
about to ask,
you just like go into a dance studio and dance, or
No, so it combines all the. So it's when we're talking about NoTalk Therapy or other alternative therapies, I'm thinking of all the artistic therapies. So dance by itself, I went through one of the sessions and it was very beautiful. It was immersing in one of the themes. And I think that day my theme was family. And I was talking about, so we had to go and research a poem, and we wrote down a poem and we performed the poem.
Oh, wow.
Using the body to then express that emotion. And it's really just permitting yourself to let go of the emotion using another method.
Actually, Gerry, that's quite interesting. Tell me if what I did was what you're talking about. When I was in my late teens, early 20s, when I got frustrated, I used dancing as a kind of vent. I would play, metal music, whatever, and I just headbang until I got over it. It's almost like releasing all that frustration and all that anger. Is that the same? Is that what you're talking about?
That's not dancing, though.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
No, but that's a coping mechanism. So, I really love it when FD brings up these examples, because sometimes we do it unwittingly, right?
Yeah.
And it's not all the time that you come to the psychologist. So it's good that you use different methods to help yourself cope.
Okay,
Just that when you come to us, it's a bit more structured.
So if I came to you, my dance therapy would be ballet.
You never know, man. You could be a very formidable ballerina.
I think so.
But couldn't you just dance like freestyle?
Freestyle.
Without any training, when no one's looking. Blast the music at home and just go crazy.
That's what FD did, right? That's what FD did.
Yeah.
But sometimes imagine that you don't know what to do. You don't know how to express. You don't know the emotion that is stuck in your body. So then that's where the therapist helps to facilitate that and help you to provide that label for your emotion, or to guide you to understand what your body is feeling.
You're speaking about creative outlets like dancing and acting and music. What about painting and art and stuff like that? Is that also another form of therapy?
Yep, painting and art. And coming to that, then you have your little boxes. I gave everyone little boxes today.
See?
John is in charge of giving.
I did not know this. Okay.
This is a multisensorial box that is available at my center, and inside there are actually 2 different activities, but the ones that the DJs are getting today, all of you are only getting one. The paint one I didn't give you, but because I think it's a bit too messy in the studio.
Thank you. Our boss thanks you on behalf of the station.
FD doesn't get one because he stays in
Look
Choa Chu
at
Kang.
his face though. Cute.
I didn't get a box.
You have one.
Yeah,
you
you
just
have
have to collect it from Sean later
You
on.
didn't get the box?
I didn't get a box.
You didn't get the box.
So this is the art one, where you put color inside the bottle and you do spray painting on a coaster.
Oh, I didn't get that one.
No, you don't have that one. You don't have that one. What you do have though is another one, and we do a lot of multi-sensorial sort of activities here. These are Sean, did you manage to get the little water babies?
Babies?
Water baby?
Yeah,
These are called water babies.
there.
I've got water.
No.
What do I do?
So these are little. I cannot
Glenn's
show
got a
it.
balloon.
It's going to drop very soon, but okay, here.
Okay.
I don't know. She took one. Give me like. Show everybody.
Water baby. And just dip your hands inside.
Okay,
It's a very nice sensation. It's just water and balls.
Yeah,
Water and
I'm gonna put
balls.
my hands in balls now.
Angel!
I didn't do anything. I didn't say that.
Yeah, Angel, very
said
naughty.
what?
I didn't say anything. I just laughed.
Glenn's blowing his balloon. He didn't know what you guys were doing.
Yeah,
put your
what did
hands
you
in my
say?
And
See,
follow
Sean's so naughty.
instructions. You're supposed to follow instruction, Glenn.
Okay.
Basically, what Gerry wants
is
you
it?
to do is put your hand in a pot full
Wait,
of
wait.
water and balls.
No. Glenn, you have to close your eyes. You have to close your eyes.
Okay, yeah. We got 1 minute. Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, Glenn, close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, we're coming over. Everybody, I'm gonna
coming
spotlight. I'm
over.
gonna spotlight. I
Okay.
think I'm gonna maybe everybody can see
wait,
what
hold
I'm
on.
doing. Glenn.
Give me your hand.
Oh no!
Bring it to the screen. You can see. Okay. Tell us
your
what is
hand
that.
inside.
Tell us what is it.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, what is this?
Put your hand deep in.
Yes, a dessert.
Is it? Is it?
Is it? Yeah.
Okay, open his eyes already.
Oh.
It looks like candies. I almost ate one.
Can eat
No.
Please don't eat.
So cute.
They're water balls.
Water
Water
balls.
Oh, obese. Don't you know that?
No.
There's no smell. There's no
Yeah,
smell.
Anjali loves these kind of things,
Anjali wants to
She's
play with
crazy.
them.
But now you see, now everyone's putting their fingers in.
Yeah, then hand sanitizer.
This is
sanitize.
Yeah, this is not good, no.
Okay, let's go back on air and then you can tell us what we have.
Can we clean our hands?
Okay.
Take that with Pray right here on the Big Show, 1FM 91.3. We are with Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room, and she has given us a relaxation first aid kit, multi-sensorial globe.
And we're supposed to do that, Glenn. We're not supposed to blow the balloon.
Oh. Glenn, see what happens when you don't listen to instructions?
Wait. So I wasn't supposed to blow the balloon?
You weren't supposed to blow the balloon. That's why we give you an instruction.
Too many words.
So Glenn, I foresee this. Glenn is the sort that buys an IKEA table and tries to put it together on its own.
Yes.
And then reads the instructions.
No, I never put.
He will bring for me to put
You have people
I'll
to put
pay.
that together.
I'll pay for them to fix up my stuff. I can't.
Blow balloon
Okay, Gerry.
also cannot.
What are they supposed to do?
Well, okay, you have a funnel. I think we gave you two, so only two at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you attach it to your balloon.
Okay.
Okay. And then with the water babies.
Oh, we should do this later.
We
live
should
on
do
Facebook.
this live on Facebook. Yeah, let's do this live on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now we're on air, so we
So
must
we're
visual.
on air. So let's talk about. You were talking about alternative therapies, Dr. Gerry, that are not that do not involve speaking. So things alternative to talking would be something like psychodrama, creative therapies like painting, art, music, dancing, and acting. What others, or can you delve deeper into those?
Of course. So there's clay therapy, using clay. And the ones that you buy from Daiso, those are really, really soft. So those are really good for children, just for fun. But there are those that are a little bit harder, the red clay. Okay, so those when you use it and you do symbolic work with it, it's very good for deep emotions that are stuck.
Is this like plasticine?
No, even harder than plasticine. So the old-fashioned plasticine. Oh, but plasticine is really oily. So it's not plasticine. It's clay, but it does get your hand really icky. It's brown. It's really earth, right? And when they do it, lots of emotions come out. But at the end of a session, they can be extremely drained. So one thing about all the artistic therapies is the medium that we use also. I think FD has a question. I'll take the question first.
Okay, no, these therapies, are they individual or are they in a group? And if they're in a group, how do you handle the different mentalities of people?
So because it's not about talking about it, you can share about it, okay, but it's not about talking about it. It can be done in a group.
Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes in crisis work, when there is a whole group of people that you need to quickly de-escalate the emotion, it has to be done in a group. But it can be individual. So individual, we delve a little bit deeper, we talk a little bit more about it, and how it can be done in a group is because the therapist gives very structured questions for the client to reflect and think about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another sort of therapy that I've heard of is sound therapy, where they use things like singing bowls, little meditative type breathing as well, and gongs as well.
Yep.
That would work the same way as no-talk therapy.
So there would be a lot of different types. We don't really use it here, but that would be the more meditative sort of therapies. What we do use is music therapy. And music, Glenn is smiling. Yes, we music.
That's what we're all about.
And sometimes we get them to draw with music, a faster paced music, a slower paced music, the emotions that are evoked, and they just draw or they just paint on a long sheet of paper. And for 20 minutes, they just go, 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 go. Yeah, it's very cathartic.
That's wasting paper, no?
Hey, no, that's therapy.
Kidding. We are talking to Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room. The time is 8:20. Up next, the Queen of Pop, Madonna. This is True Blue. We continue this conversation live on thebigshow.tv. Good morning, Singapore.
Hey. Okay, we're back on.
Cleaning hands.
Yeah, cleaning hands. Everybody's cleaning hands. So, Gerry, you gave them these boxes that have got balloons and what you call water babies and funnels and all kinds of things. What are they supposed to do with that?
So it actually comes in little packs like these, the water babies, and they're supposed to grow it. So when they grow it, it takes about a few hours. Oh no, actually maybe half an hour to an hour. And they are supposed to observe it growing over that period of time. They can go and do something else and come back. And then...
these little things are the water babies?
Oh my God, really?
These ones?
They turned into those water
big
balls?
ones.
Yes, we made extra for you. So you
So
have
cute.
one inside for yourself.
Can I just find out what the purpose of these things are? Besides what you're doing?
Texture and...
Is it for... Do kids use it for in school and stuff like that?
I mean, it's very sensorial. So, you know, they really love to dip their hands inside. But more than that, you would see that in plants.
Yeah.
If you go to nurseries, you know, you would see them in the plants because these hold water. And the plants can absorb the adequate amount of water if you just put it inside.
Oh.
Oh, and then do they eventually go back to this size?
You can put water inside and it will stay. It will
Oh, right. So
stay.
every time you water, it's like a slow release almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes.
this is the first time I'm seeing this. Okay, thank you.
Postman
Wow.
pet.
Okay, and you observe there are different colors inside, and stop sticking your little puppet up, Glenn. Naughty.
I've got a little fireman.
I got a sexiness.
You've got a pasta as well. What looks like a pasta?
A what?
Yeah.
A pasta?
Look at him.
Oh,
He looks like a Christian
I
monk.
will bless you.
Look at him.
And my hotness.
And my hotness.
The pasta and hotness.
I've got my own handyman.
Oh no! But you see, that's the beauty about, you know, all these different sort of therapies. It permits you to fantasize, which, you know, when you are just talking or when you're very cognitive, you know, it's very difficult to fantasize. Look how they have become children, FD.
Clearly,
No, this is what I said.
Clearly, we're not listening to you.
Inside every adult, there is a child. Give them a toy and they will play with it.
Ooh, forgive me, Daddy, for I've sinned.
Sean.
What? Oh, father, you mean father?
Are you on air or off air? Oh,
On
dear.
Facebook.
We're
Yeah,
live
yeah.
on thebigshow.tv. Okay, I'm the only one who has a police officer, is it?
Oh, wait. We need to combine them and we can have like the village people here. I've got a handyman and a fireman. You've got a police officer.
No, maybe this is not a police
The
officer.
entire set. Okay, so if you combine all your boxes, you will have the entire set.
Oh, so you gotta wait for FD to
Jerry,
come back.
is this a police man or is this a postman?
It's up to your imagination,
Yeah,
really.
I think it's a policeman.
Where's his gun?
Some days
no
it
gun.
How
can
do
be
you
a
have
policeman.
four?
This is Anjali's as well.
Oh. Wait, that's not fair.
She has a doctor and a sweeper.
Maybe the doctor and the nurse need to be together. Wrong box.
Oh dear. And all the different emotion, the playfulness, the sexiness, the you know, going against authority, all coming out already.
FD is looking at us going, who are these people I work with?
Glenn is destroying.
Okay.
You guys have just proved my point. You're all children.
I mean, after the session, they're going to be so happy and so relieved, right?
Absolutely.
But you use this for therapy as well?
We use finger puppets to tell stories, narrative therapies. So that one is still talk therapy, but using a tool to help us.
Okay, Gerry, on earlier on air, do we have time, Sean? We do, right?
we got one
Okay,
more
you
song.
were talking about the funnel and the bubble.
Yep.
And the bubble,
Yep.
the balloon,
Yep.
and the balls.
So we want to, you have to look at the different colors inside the bowls and, label each color with a different emotion, your emotion. So everybody has different emotions, and colors mean different things to different people. So that's what you're supposed to do.
Glenn,
Yeah, I'm prepping it for
he's
you
giving
guys.
you his balls.
Huh? Yeah, I know.
He's,
I'm
he's setting
prepping. I'm prepping.
balloon.
And then you grab all of them and ask yourself, what would you like to put inside your balloon?
So you have to pick the different colors
So
You
each
can-
color, you assign each color an emotion.
and emotion.
Yeah,
Okay.
you assign each one an emotion or a thought, and then you start popping them into your.
Are they going to
Balloon.
burst? They won't
No,
burst.
it's not
Okay.
gonna burst. It's not gonna burst. Yeah, and this is what you're going to keep inside your little balloon in your little globe.
What
'Cause this
emotion is that, Glenn?
Wait, so it's got to be the same color, is it?
No, it doesn't have to be. I'm putting all the different colors because I think life has all the different emotions, and I'm going to keep them
Okay.
in my balloon.
All right.
Okay.
So pink.
Okay, and you can put and fill it
What?
as
You
much
gotta push it
as
through.
you
You
want.
gotta
It
push
looked like it was pink, but now it doesn't look pink anymore. It looks green. Okay, now I've got a pink one.
And what does the pink emotion represent to you?
So each
Girls.
one you put in, Glenn, you've got to assign an emotion to.
And
An
girls are not an
emotion,
emotion.
of
Okay.
Girls are emotional, it's different.
Pink represents love.
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 Hey.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to
Almost
be
done.
bad.
You got
Like
stuck.
it doesn't have to be stuff like anger and depression and sadness. It can be happy emotions as well.
It can be.
It can be anything, right?
So we
Can
fill
be
up the
anything.
balloon.
Yep. And I'm going to
Don't burst.
Actually, this looks a bit disgusting. Actually.
I don't know why all of you
Right?
are so weird today.
Because we are worse
No.
than kids.
I feel I need to tie this up.
Oh dear. Glenn, this is a show for adults
That's why lah.
with adult minds.
Purple.
Purple. What's purple for?
Purple.
Rain.
I've got my
What emotion?
relaxation ball now.
Music.
Music.
Oh, so now you consider that your relaxation
now I know what
balls.
Jerry's doing.
Oh.
And then
Oh no, I
you
busted.
squeeze.
Yes.
It's your squeeze ball.
Ah, it's not
I've
going to
got-
burst.
No, I've got my emotions in my hands,
Look,
and
she's
every time I
squeezing
feel
it.
something too extreme, I come back and I look at my relaxation ball and I say, I have all the emotion, not just one emotion. So that's
Right.
what I'm going to use it for. Glenn can use it
Okay.
differently. FD can
Yeah,
use it
yeah.
differently.
And
Sean
this
can
is
use
something
it differently.
parents can do at home with their kids as well,
Yes,
right?
that's why we have the box for them to buy, and they can, and it's on the internet. Super easy.
Okay, this one doesn't work for me.
Traffic.
This therapy doesn't work for me.
Every standby on traffic.
I need to kick someone or punch someone.
Traffic.
Let's take a look at it. We've got the usual delays across the expressways. No sign of any major problems except for Simei Avenue towards the PIE, an accident after Tampines Avenue 5. Oh, just in on the PIE towards Tuas, an accident after Upper Jurong Road. Avoid lane 2. Please stay within the speed limit. Have everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Good morning, world. Welcome to the big show. It is Therapy Tuesday with Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room. Once again, thank you very much, Gerry, for giving us these boxes. What do you call this? The relaxation first aid kit.
Well, it's a multi-sensorial box that you can do. Yeah, so using all your different senses, the sight, the sound, just no smell for this one. Yeah.
And Dr. Gerry, clearly, as we have proven on Facebook, these are not for children only, right?
No, these are for So I wanted to dispel the myth that, artistic therapies are only for children. No, it's not. The adults use it and it can be very calming for them. Yeah. And you have this one, your bubbles.
Yeah,
that's the best thing in the
I'm
world.
waiting till we leave the studio to play with the bubbles.
Yeah. We got to go outdoors, right? In
Yes.
case the bubbles land on the panel
yeah,
and it
yeah.
goes
Oh,
in.
yeah,
And
yeah. Then we're
So
in trouble.
1, 10,
When you
40.
dip it inside, you ask yourself, what are you going to let go? Take a deep breath and then you blow it.
Oh.
Oh, and you're
all
letting
the bad
go.
things. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
while all this is fun, Gerry, I mean, someone who comes up to you, let's say, and asks for therapy and you introduce them to this, what about people who, who are going through, something stressful right now and they are not using creative methods like these? What can they do at home?
At home. So all these are accessible, at home, like even the balloon or anything. You can use alternative things. But very commonly, they love to paint. And I've got a painting that I want to show you. I'm going to move back.
Okay.
And it's rather huge. Okay, my frame is small, but the canvas is also quite big. So I'm going to
You did this.
do this. No.
Oh.
Close my mind.
We can show this on Facebook as well.
Yeah, we play
later.
a song
let's
then.
let's play a song. Let's
Yeah.
go back and then we will show it on Facebook.
Yeah, no, but I wanna ask you once again. So if someone is at home right now and doesn't, let's say, have paint or anything like that, will screaming help?
Into a pillow.
Pressing through
Into a
Yesterday, my wife, we were on the way to pick our daughter up, and someone just did their thing. He decided to cut me off without signaling, so I didn't know his intentions. Had he signaled, I would have been more than happy to just give in to him, right? So I might have been I might have verbally abused him or something, and my wife just went very calmly and just said, wow, you are really very different when you drive. You are a completely different person. It really brings out the worst in you. And I just kept quiet because I knew that if I said something, it was just like, I was stuck, and it would just go on and on and on and on. But yeah, I can understand why people are angry on the roads. We are not exactly very good drivers. We don't have very good driving etiquettes, and that just causes a lot of anger. Our daily lives so stressful. We are always rushing from point A to point B to point C and D, and when that happens, everything just adds up. It's an accumulative pressure, and all it takes is just someone to just piss you off, and you just go crazy, right?
Yeah.
What exactly causes road rage? Because everyone on the road thinks they have the right of way, they are in the right. So what would cause road rage? What are the typical examples?
I think, in all honesty, it all stems down from the root of it, which is the lack of patience. I think it's really just the lack of patience. It's because if I have to break down to several things, I would tell you the lack of patience and bad time management. Because look, man, if you've got an appointment at 8:30, leave the house at 8. Don't leave the house at 8:15 because you think you're driving.
Yeah.
Because you got to put traffic into consideration, right?
Yeah.
You're not taking the train or the bus. Yeah, that might take half an hour, but just because you're driving doesn't mean it's going to take 15 minutes. Sometimes it may take 45 minutes because of traffic.
So no one made you late except yourself.
Exactly
Right?
that.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly that.
Okay. So patience and time management, that's actually a
Yeah.
very good tip, because a lot of people think that they can fly across the highways and get to their appointment on time. I mean, half the people you see, they're going and you're like, what is it? You've got a pregnant wife? And it's like,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
I've got people coming to me and say, "Hey, you know what? Why don't you just give me a lift? We've got an appointment from the office to maybe Linky, and say the appointment's at 10:30, and they say let's leave at 10:15. You are driving, and I said, listen, man, I'm driving. I'm not flying. I'm not getting there in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's leave half an hour before, because I don't want to rush. Because when I rush, then I get a little bit boiled up. And then
Yeah.
if someone cuts me off, and someone does something that's completely from left field, I'm just gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna wind down my window. I'm just gonna be very abusive. Yeah, but we have to be very careful, because if you lose control of yourself for some reason and you decide to maybe give them the international sign, it's a chargeable offense.
Right.
It's a chargeable offense.
It's a chargeable
really?
offense.
I didn't know that.
Don't flip the bird.
On the roads only.
Yeah.
That I don't know.
If they report you, and they will, some people will.
Yeah.
No, but he's saying on the roads. What about if I'm walking down the street?
That's why.
No,
I
we
don't
don't
know.
know. Why don't you try
I've
it,
never
Sean?
done that.
Do
I've
a
never
social
done that.
experiment.
That's why. I'll be in handcuffs, no?
No, I think common sense tells me it's also chargeable.
Yes. It makes sense, lah.
Yeah.
It's a matter of whether the person reports you or not.
Okay, so if flipping the bird is a chargeable offense, what else under road rage is chargeable? Do we even know?
Maybe we can ask Ong Hee Kang tomorrow.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
I
that'd be a
want to.
good
I
question,
really want
actually.
to ask
That'd be-
him that.
Okay.
Because
I think you should.
I didn't know flipping the bird was chargeable.
Oh,
Yes,
I knew that.
Neither
Yes,
did
it
I.
is a chargeable offense. You know what the funny thing that people don't realize is that smoking in your car is not illegal, but if you happen to smoke in your car under places that are where no smoking is allowed, that is also a chargeable offense. So, for instance, right now you can't smoke in multi-story car parks. If you're smoking in your car, and you happen to your windows are wind down, which is very normal for smokers, right? And if your hand is out, and if you're smoking, if someone catches you, like an NDA officer, that too is a chargeable offense.
Wow.
But smoking and then driving and then flicking your cigarette out, that should be a chargeable offense as well, right?
Yes,
100%,
has
right?
to be a chargeable-
No, nobody puts their cigarettes out in their cars anymore. I don't even know if they're ashtrays
You know,
anymore.
that just really grinds my gears, because I used to be a rider, and I'm sure Sean, you'll feel the same way. When I'm riding behind someone who's smoking and he decides to just let go of the butt, it flies to me.
Yes.
You know,
And not just
So
that, the ash as well, when they flick as well and stuff like that. If you don't have a
my
visor.
imagine if my visor is up,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It flies to my face or my eyes. That causes danger, you know. And you can't blame me if I decide to rage on you, man.
Can. That's your patience. I've never experienced the cigarette ones, but I've experienced, you know, when you ride behind a car and the car does their windshield water spray. Then I thought raining, no, I go to the side, take out my raincoat, everything. Then like, no, don't have. It's just that he decides to wash his car with me behind him.
How much water was he spraying?
I don't know. What was on your
we
windscreen?
do that from time to time because the
Yeah.
windscreen, sometimes it's not clean.
So if you're a driver and if you see a motorbike behind you and you decide you want to clean your windscreen, maybe wait for that motorbike to go past. Is that what you're saying, Sean?
I mean, you do whatever you want to do, lah. I'm okay.
Yeah.
But, just be mindful of your surroundings.
Mindful.
I just want to say it. No one does that. No one cleans their windshields, right, unnecessarily on a sunny day. If they do it, there's a reason to do it because your car is nice and dry.
Why would you want wet
Yeah,
spots
you know what I mean.
everywhere?
So
True, wet spot.
so yeah, no one does it for no reason.
Okay.
I'm sure.
So, I'm sure that there are different types of road rage that we can encounter. What are the different types that you can list out?
Oh, I mean, you can have the really violent verbal abuser, like I was saying. I mean, they can, and I've experienced this before, firsthand. They will actually cut you off in the middle of the road. And I swear to God, this happened to me. He actually cut me off on the highway, in between first and second lane. He actually cut me off, stopped right in the middle.
Oh, he
on the
stopped?
highway,
What?
on the highway, and to come to a break, he came out, he started verbally abusing me. But you got to understand, I think maybe it was partly my fault as well, because I was driving the Austin Mini, which was a highly temperamental car. I signaled, but I think the signal might not have worked.
Right.
I suspect the signal might not have worked. And it being a small car just means that everyone just thinks that they can actually bully you.
Right.
So he was coming, I signaled, but there was still quite a distance. I signaled, I thought I signaled at least. I don't know if the signal light came on. I went into his lane and then he high-beamed me and then he decided to overtake and then he came in front and he cut me off. And this happened on TPE.
It still doesn't sound like something that, you wouldn't have cut him off so close that he would need to...
but maybe it was a wrong judgment. Maybe he was coming quicker than I thought he would have, He cut me off, came out, started verbally abusing me. And I just looked at him. I was like, I have no idea what what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what's going on, but I just let him be. I mean, I didn't want to make a big fuss because my biggest worry was I'm on the highway, man. I mean, a car could come from behind and just smash me. I don't know, right? So we have this kind of cases where people get so uptight that they stop wherever they are, including the highway, come out of the car and start verbally abusing you. And then there are some, which again I've encountered, that because I was highly annoyed, right? He was going 70 on the first lane. I remembered he was driving a Volkswagen Charan, and I was on the way to Linky, and he was going 70, and he was just hogging the first lane. I was in a rush, but I wasn't really going crazy. And what I did was I just lightly honked him, and he didn't budge, and I honked him again a few more times, and he moved. And I actually wanted to just raise my hand like this to tell him, thank you, right? And he gave me the international sign.
Chargeable offense.
Well,
He just followed me all the way. He just like followed me all the way. And I'm just like, I just looked at him. You know, when these things happen, you just wish that you had a camera on you and you can just like whoop out your phone and do it. But I'm not that savvy and I'm not that quick.
Right.
When it really happens, I don't think of that. I just want to, focus on the road. So that happened to me as well.
Because if you do make a report, it's your word against his. So
exactly. And if I have a camera with me, if I record it down, I've got evidence. But I don't want to make a big fuss. I'm just on my way to work. He's on the way to somewhere, I'm sure. But just be mindful, like what Sean said, right? Just be mindful of the people around you. You're not the only one using the road. I think it goes both ways. Road rage just doesn't happen from one
nowhere.
person.
Yeah.
I mean, the person receiving it one way or the other. I mean, come on, man, guys, you deserve it.
Yeah.
Right? So it takes both hands to clap, right?
But I mean, you could be someone who's just driving very cautiously and a little bit slower than the person behind you might like. So that doesn't allow for anyone to just come up and honk you and tailgate you and say that
it's okay. But what happens is like, for example, in my case, like he was going really slowly, but I just gave him a light honk.
Yeah.
And I literally raised my hand like this. He saw me raising my hand, and I looked at him hoping that he will do the same.
Yeah.
But he did not.
Maybe he thought you were giving him the finger.
Yeah.
Maybe from his angle.
But he didn't.
Maybe.
He wasn't. That's the thing.
He wasn't. We know that.
I hate road hoggers, by the way.
Oh my
the overtaking lane, get out of the overtaking lane.
Yeah.
That's the reason why people get pissed off, because they're stuck.
But
there's no
tailgaters
way to
and
go.
road hoggers and people who don't use their indicators just shouldn't be on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, but tailgaters are really it's a form of, I think it's now becoming a habit. It's becoming a very, very bad habit. In the past, when I actually asked a traffic police, I said, if I'm in a rush and I need to rush to the hospital, for example, and I don't want to use my honk, because when you use your honk, people get the wrong idea, right? People think that you're just being rude. What should you do? And he said, use the high beam. Use the high beam. Okay. And I said, okay, but when I use the high beam, no one actually takes notice of me. No one cares.
You must leave it on high beam, you see.
That's what it can't see.
I think that's how it just evolutionized to tailgating. People start tailgating because they're saying, if you don't give way to me, I'll show you my presence, because you don't realize that I'm in a rush.
Yeah.
So I think it just became a habit, and people started realizing that, high beam isn't working. Let's just do tailgating. But tailgating, nevertheless, we all know it, but we still do it. And it's dangerous. That's just dangerous. We all know it, but we still do it. So try and avoid it as much as we can.
I saw this thing online that went a little bit viral. I don't think we have a lot of time left, but just this thing called the Japanese thank you. Did you read about that?
Oh yeah, that's the hazard light, isn't it?
The hazard light, yeah, where someone gives you way, and then you go in front of them and you just switch your hazard light on for like 2 seconds and then turn it off. It's almost like putting your hand up and saying thank you.
Oh, I don't like that.
But Singapore, apparently a lot of cars in Singapore are starting to do it as well.
No.
So they're adopting it. Yeah.
I don't like it.
It's literally for 2 flashes and that's it.
Yeah, but how many people are going to stick to 2 flashes?
No.
Many drivers are retarded.
They forget.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay. They'll just leave it on for like 4 flashes
And
or
you think
6
they're
flashes,
stopping.
and you think they're stopping. So no, not a good idea.
Just lift the left hand.
Just lift your hand.
Yeah,
That's
just lift
enough.
the hand. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what, Angel? That's a very good point, because when I did a drive from Munich to Frankfurt, when we were catching a flight, it was a bad jam because of morning traffic. Everyone was going to work. I saw drivers doing the same thing. So it might not just be in Japan. I think it's starting to spread around the world, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, possibly. I know a lot of countries that do it when it's raining very heavily, or when there's a lot of heavy traffic in front of them, and they slow down and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Julian, for reminding everyone to cool it. Okay, if you're on the roads today, cool it.
Leave earlier.
All right?
Leave earlier.
I mean, road rage, you can get physical or you can get verbal.
Yes.
Go verbal.
Yeah,
I've got one big advice for you guys out there who are constantly like me, like myself. I'm always very angry on the road. I've got one big advice for you. It's what my dad taught me. Before you lose your calm, just take 3 deep breaths.
No, that's a great one.
Just take 3 deep breaths, and you'll be surprised how much of a clearer mind you've got after 3 deep breaths. Just take it easy. Take 3 good deep breaths before you act, because all it takes is one mistake. That one mistake can land you in very, very big trouble. Let's not get there. Don't.
Yeah. Good advice, Julian.
Thank you so much, Julian. Editor, sgCarMart. Anything you'd like to tell people about that's happening on sgCarMart?
Yes, please continue to support our sgCarMart YouTube channel. We are still editing the first video of our food.
Still?
That food, because it's horrible. It's such a horrible video. I watched the raw video and I was so embarrassed.
Just reshoot it. It's going to be so much easier.
I swear to God, I cringed so badly. I looked at the head of video team and he said, well, it's like how we first did it with the review videos. We all cringed. We will get better, but we will post this video live. You just have to bear with it. And I just went, please don't. But yes, please bear with us and continue to support. Give us your comments. Tell us what you think we can improve and how we can improve on the video channel.
You know, Julian, we're a big family. Now that you're on the big show as well, we have a big network. If you want to borrow Sito one of these days, just let us know. You know, he'll be more than happy to be a special guest. Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much for having us, guys. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Thank you so much, Julian. Have a great day.
Bye, you too.
Stay cool on the roads. Bye. Okay, it's time for us to give away a pair of tickets to A Dose of Comedy 2 starring Gurmit Singh.
Okay, yes, we're going to be asking you a question and A Dose of Comedy shows at the Drama Center. What are the dates for that?
You are winning tickets to the 6th
of May.
You're winning tickets to the 6th of May.
That's Thursday.
And they're worth $150. Now, Glenn is going to be asking you a question, and you're going to have to answer it.
Okay, so the first person we see with the correct answer on Facebook.
Yes.
On our Facebook page, thebigshow.tv, gets the pair of tickets, okay? Here we go. It's a true or false question. Ready? Gurmit Singh loves to sing. True or false?
Wow, this one you don't get right. I don't know what to do.
Gurmit Singh loves to sing. T or F? Type it in under our live feed video right now on thebigshow.tv on Facebook. We're looking for the very first answer to win those tickets worth $150 for the 6th of May. We got
a winner.
Yay, we got a winner. Who is it?
It's HB Neo.
HB Neo, drop us a WhatsApp at 88550913 with all your details, and we will be sending you those tickets.
Absolutely brilliant. If you want to get tickets to A Dose of Comedy 2, you can go log on to adoseofcomedy2.ptix.com. All right, tickets are selling fast, so book your tickets early. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please share the video. Bye-bye.